I do something. I'm going to do a TGT thing now. So what have I not done? I haven't done any of these three. I haven't done Shaman. I haven't done Lock. I haven't done Warrior. Okay. That's a little graphical glitch. Grand Tournament. Okay, cool. Today I'll do two of them. I'll do two today. I'll start with Hunter. So, more Grand Tournament stuff. I've been doing this on YouTube. This will probably be going up on YouTube. But I've decided that I don't like what Hunter got. Well, I like some of them. I don't like some of them. So I'll start with Brave Archer. If your hand is empty, do too much enemy hero. Fuck Brave Archer. Actually, not fuck Brave Archer. It's a Face Hunter card. I don't like Face Hunter, so I'm not a fan of Brave Archer. Face Hunter players might like this card. I've seen it run a couple of times, but not really had that much. I haven't seen that people have that much success with it. Like when it hits the board, it just dies. Like sure, it's good for a couple of extra damage. It's pretty good. This is Bear Trap. After heroes attack, summon an Ironfur Grizzly. Pretty sick. Bear Trap's pretty sick. If it was when your heroes attack, so it just summons a 3/3 that takes the damage for you, you have to actually take the damage before the bear is summoned. Some people don't understand that, but you need to take the damage before the bear is summoned. So it's good. It's anti-aggro. It'll summon a 3/3, which for aggro is because most of the creatures are 2/1 or 2. I've seen a lot of aggro decks run 2 attack creatures, so it takes 2 hits to kill against aggro. Against bigger decks, this thing's just gonna get stomped on. But it's a kind of an anti-aggro tech, kind of like I use Explosive Trap in my Hunter sometimes, just as anti-aggro. Next up is the Lock and Load. So each time you pass a spell this turn, add a random Hunter card to your hand. Yeah, this card's crazy. In the Brawl, I haven't played with it. I've played with it in the Brawl. In the Brawl, it won half my games I played as Hunter. This card single-handedly won. Because it lets you cycle all your spells, and you can get more spells that you can continuously cycle. And if you get this from like a Spellslinger or from Nexus Champion Sirad, then fuck you. I'm kidding, but Lock and Load is crazy. If you get it from Sirad or Spellslinger, then you can kind of just throw your hand onto the board. It's awesome. I love Lock and Load. I want to build a deck around it with like Malygos and Thaurissan, but there's like only 4 minions, so you'd only have like Malygos and Thaurissan. And then the next card, King Zealot, you'd have these in the Lock and Load deck. But Battlecry of Villain Minion, each deck, if yours costs more, draw it. This card to me is like anti-Joust synergy. It like goes against Joust because it's taking the high cost cards out of your deck. So you're more likely to get the lower cost things. If that makes any sense. But King Zealot, it's cool. It's a good strong 2-drop. 2 mana for 3/2 beast, and it draws you a card. Why the fuck? And it has a chance to draw you a card, sorry. Why the fuck would you run it? What other 2-drop beast would you run over that? So, King Zealot, in my opinion, really strong. It gets you its card draw. It puts minions into your hand when you need them. Power Shot, deal 2 damage to minions into minions next to it. Smaller Consecrate next. I'm kidding. Power Shot, it's awesome. It's been really, really good for me so far. I've actually, is that Garrosh in the background? That's Garrosh. I just noticed that's Garrosh. Cool. But it's a good board clear, good against aggro, kills lots and lots of small things, with like Token Paladin being a thing now, what's it called, Totem Shaman, you can just Power Shot and clear all of them, and kill all the little dudes. Dread Skill, if you turn deal 1 damage to all of the minions, anti-aggro, I'm just reading the flavor text, I'm seeing that, does Asmon say the opposite? Okay, yeah. Dreadscale. I'm not a fan. I don't like Dreadscale. At the end of your turn, you'll want to shoot all other minions because it can kill if you play like an Unleash the. If it's good if your opponent plays like a bunch of 1/1 things, like it counters Token Paladin, it counters Unleash the Hounds, counters anything else with 1 health. But you can play into Dreadscale, like you can kill put a bunch of minions down on 1 health and then drop Dreadscale and then kill all your enemy minions. If you have something like an Acolyte of Pain that you want to ping for like 1 damage, it's really good. But because Patron Warrior is a thing, why would you want to deal 1 damage to minions? Patron Warrior is still a thing. Fuck Patron Warrior. Next we have Stable Master. Give a friendly beast immune this turn. Pretty cool. It's like, what's it called? What's the card called? Bestial Wrath. I haven't seen the card being played in so long that Bestial Wrath, I don't even know the name of it anymore. Bestial Wrath, that's it. But, so Stable Master, it's strong. It does a lot of work. It can make your beast immune. So you could have like an immune, say, you could have a King Zalak or a Dreadscale or a Asimov immune. Why the fuck you'd be running those things, I don't know. But why you'd be running Asimov, I don't know. I'll get to Asimov in a sec. But you could also have like, you can make any beast immune, like your Savannah High main. Or if you want to, you could have like a captured Jormungandr. You can make immune. It's pretty cool. So Stable Master, pretty solid, pretty cool. I like it. Wrangler, if you have a beast, summon a random beast. This card has so much swing potential, but the potential to get like a Captain's Parrot or a Web Spinner sucks. So Captain Parrot's Web Spinner sucks, but if you get like King Crush or Gazarilla or Malorn, that's like an auto win. Because you get like a crazy fucking huge minion on 5 and a 3/3. If they changed it, a lot of people have been saying change Wrangler to summon a Beast Companion. So you get the things from Animal Companions. You get Leo, Kafra, and Misha. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like that. I would enjoy that. I would still use it. I would run this. If it summoned a Beast Companion, I would run it. And I don't run it now. I would run it if it summoned a Beast Companion because the chance of getting a low cost, a really shitty Beast Minion is really high. So I don't particularly like it. Ball of Spiders. Oh, look at the golden one. Summon 3/1 Web Spinners. I hate this card. It's not good. This card is not good. I have had no success with this card. It's a 3/3 for 6. Yes, it's a 3/3 for 6. It does draw you 3 cards, but the potential of those cards can potentially be off. But you still have to like, okay, so 3/3 for 6 is really weak. Yes, it does draw you 3 cards, not from your deck as well. So you're not against mill decks. You're not weaker, but it puts things in your hand. It puts cards into your hand, but it's a 3/3, and I don't like it. I don't like Ball of Spiders. First time I looked at this, I was like, why is this the thing? It's okay. It's not terrible, but like, what if you got in the 6th slot? You've got Sylvanas, Savannah High mains. You've got Thorison. Like, you can't compete with those with like 3 at the 3/3. And it's too slow for any Hunter deck right now. Acid Maw is the last Hunter card we're going to be looking at today. Whenever another minion takes damage, destroy it. Basically, I don't like this card. I played with it in the brawl. I opened him in a pack, and then I disenchanted him immediately because I knew he was absolute trash and I hated him. But Acid Maw, really, really interesting effect. It's kind of like it gives every other minion, every other minion besides Acid Maw gets the poison, the little poison thing that what's it called, that the Emperor Cobra has. But Acid Maw, it's interesting. If you play it alongside Unleash the Hounds, it's really, really long animation time. So play it with Nozdormu. I'm kidding. Don't you dare. So that's it for all the Hunter cards. Because I didn't do one yesterday, I'm gonna go over all the Mage cards too. Arcane Blast, I haven't played with it, so I don't know how good it is. I don't know anything about Arcane Blast. It's cool. I like the idea that you can, like, 1 mana kill Ragnaros or something, or, like, Dr. Boom, if you get enough spell damage, for, like, 3 spell damage, I think it is. You need 3 spell damage. I don't know anything about Arcane Blast, so I'm going to avoid talking about it, because I haven't played with this yet. Fallen Hero, your hero power deals 1 extra damage. Fuck, I hate that. I love that flavor text is great. But your hero power deals 1 extra damage. Pretty cool. When I first saw this, I was like, whoa, OP. But then I kind of like thought about it, and I was like, well, it's just going to die because it's a 3/2. If it was a 2/3, it would be like infinitely better. But it's a 3/2. So it dies to like Leper Gnome. That's still a good card. Still fun. Still pretty cool. Effigy, when a friendly minion dies, summon a random minion with the same cost. Holy crap, this card is cool. Tempo Mage runs it. I know Tempo Mage runs it because I play Tempo Mage. Tempo Mage runs it. Effigy, because you get another creature for 3. If you play it behind like a Ragnaros or something, and they're going to have to deal with your Ragnaros or your Dr. Boom, they're going to deal with those. They're going to kill them. So you play effigy behind a big creature, or you set it up so that you play effigy on like 3 and then play like something strong on 4, like a piloted treader could rekindle back into, I guess you'd call it rekindling. I don't know what you call it, but it kind of resummons back into like, it could resummon to like an Argus, but it could also resummon into like a Hungry Dragon. So effigy, pretty cool. Polymorph Boar. Transform into a 4/2. Transform minion into Huffer. So this card is actually awesome. This card is so good. This card is so good because you can give one of your minions an extra 3 mana to deal an extra 4 damage if you need like pushing for lethal on one of your own creatures. Or if they have a creature you can't kill, you can Polymorph Boar it and then kill it with your Mad Scientist and get a secret out. Like that's crazy. This card has so much swing potential because it can either win you the game, let you trade with one of your like 0/2 taunts that you get from Mirror Image, or it can you can use it on any of your creatures to deal that extra little bit of damage that you need to win the game. So Polymorph Boar, really good. Next card we have is Spellslinger. This is it Spellslinger or is it Spellslinger? It's Spellslinger. Add a random spell to each player's hand. It's like the Blingtron of spells, except it costs 2 less. And it's a common, so it's not a legendary. And his play sound is a lot less cool than "Who wants presents?" But Spellslinger is still really good. This card is really good. Like it can automatically lose you the game if you give your opponent like a prep when they have a really strong spell in hand, or you can give them like Fireball or Frostbolt or some other crazy good spell. But there's an equal chance for you to get a really good spell. So it's like you're gonna get something. Sometimes you're gonna get something bad like Totemic Might, or you're gonna give a Shaman and then your Shaman's Totemic Might. That's pretty bad now. Totemic Might's no longer a joke against Shamans. But yeah, Spellslinger, it's a good card. It's fun. I haven't done too much with Spellslinger, but it's fun, is all I can say. It's really fun. Dalaran Aspirant. Inspire gains spell damage +1. So slow. And what mages really need that much spell power? What do you need spell power for? Maybe Fireball, Frostbolt, Arcane Missiles at a stretch. I mean, you've already got Azure Drakes. Like, what do you slot out for this, and why would you use your hero power? Now it gives +1 spell damage. It's okay. It's okay. It's not that good. It's too slow to be played in tempo. Doesn't fit in Freeze Mage. It's not good. I don't like it. Flame Lance, deal 8 damage to a minion. Strictly worse Polymorph. It is a strictly worse Polymorph because Polymorph silences and kills a creature, but summons a 1/1. 1/1s you can kill with your hero power. So for 1 extra mana, you get to silence and kill the minion with Polymorph hero power. Flame Lance, you just get to kill the minion. Even then, it doesn't kill. There's like a couple of minions it doesn't kill. Like it doesn't kill Ysera. It doesn't deal with Ysera or Malygos or Deathwing. Yeah, Deathwing. Doesn't deal with Ysera or Malygos as well as a Polymorph does. So Flame Lance, in my opinion, it's not very. I don't like it. It's not very good. If some weird control mage comes out, or if your opponent plays like Wrathguard, they get Wrathguard from a Shredder, you just Flame Lance the Wrathguard, and sure, you get 8 damage face. But Flame Lance is not very good unless your opponent plays Wrathguard. Or there are more cards like Wrathguard. So, Flame Lance, not too good. Coldara Drake, you use your hero power a number of times. There is the Dream right now. The Dream. Where you play we get Coldara Drake. You get your Maiden of the Lake. You get your 2 Fallen Heroes. And you turn 10, or on 10 mana, you ping their face 10 times, and you deal 30 damage. That is a dream right now. That is my dream. Like, that's why Coldara Drake's fun. Other than that, using your hero power multiple times, because the hero power is such little value. If you have a bunch of Inspire minions on the board, knock yourself out. Coldara Drake is crazy. Other times, you might just want to use the obviously superior Garrison Commander, because you're not gonna if you play Coldara Drake on 10. You're only going to be able to use the hero power twice. Unless you have Maiden of the Lake, then it's 4 times. If you have Maiden of the Lake, Coldara Drake's better. If not, the chances of your Maiden of the Lake living are very low. If your Maiden of the Lake is dead, Garrison Commander is better. But still an awesome effect to be able to use your hero power that much. Really cool. Next, now we have the legendary Ronin. Death Rattle add 3 copies of Arcane Missiles to your hand. When I first saw this, I thought it would just be a strictly better Dr. Boom. You get the random damage to Dr. Boom, you get the same stat line, or you get a similar stat line. You don't get the 1/1s, but you also get 9 random damage split across the enemy's entire board, as opposed to 2 shots of 1 to 4 random damage, so 2 to 8 random damage. Instead of the damage actually being random, where the damage is dealt and the amount of damage dealt being random, then Ronin's is just the place it goes is random. But Ronin, he's good, but he is not as good as I thought he would be. I'm a little bit disappointed with Ronin. A friend of mine has Ronin. I wish I had Ronin. I was hoping for Ronin. I didn't get Ronin. But Ronin, he's got... How do I put this? I mean, if you get Ronin with, like, Malighosts and Flame Wakers, yeah, he's cool. He's good in Tempo Mage, because you get the Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles is a really good card in Tempo Mage, because you have Flame Wakers, you have Sorcerer's Apprentice. You get crazy value from Flame Waker with Arcane Missiles. So you play with Flame Waker, and then, like, the triple Arcane Missiles you got from Ronin, that's, like... Doing math, that's 15 random damage for 6 mana. You deal 15 random damage and get a 2/4. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah, Ronin, good. That's all I can say about him, is he's good. He's not insane, but he is good. That about wraps up all of the that about wraps up the 2 reviews I was going to do today. I have 4 left in Paladin, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior.